It's too much. Here I am. Welcome, welcome. Today is a good day. We have little sprinkles outside. Today I'm going to be making I'm calling them side sliders because they can slide in and out. You can make them into a paper clip if you would like, or you can just leave them. This one's made into a paper clip. So I have used so I'm just calling them side sliders because, and actually, here's the funny thing. Somebody the other day on YouTube, and I think it was Bohemian Crafting, not sure, made all kinds of clips, okay, or tabs, excuse me, not clips, tabs. And so I thought, oh, I want to make one on the side. She has them all on the top of whoever it was. I have them all on the top, and this will be just absolutely great. I'm like, cool new idea. And then I'm watching Creative Cove, one of my favorite ladies, and she was making them. I'm like, well, okay, great. Hey, Miss Penny. So anyway, and then I made the sample, and I did not even make it the way I wanted to make it. So my second one, I'm going to make it with a little bit of a peekaboo hole through it. So I've prepped this. Now all I'm doing is layering today. So I'm going to, this is my sample journal so I can, have ideas. And I have cut out stuff already, have it raring to go. I am going to put lace down the side, which some of them, I don't know if she did or didn't. Anyway, whatever, it's fine. So what I'm using in this is I'm using vintage papers. These are my Italian papers. I'm getting a longer one. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if I can get something dark. Hang on. I didn't think about that. Oh. I don't know. Can you guys see the lines? This is, you remember the old photo albums that when you ripped off, they left this little lines from the underneath side? That's what this is. And I thought, well, that's a neat little texture. I like it. So I'm putting that as my second layer, and then more vintage paper, vintage paper, vintage paper. This is vintage envelope. I mean, that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to stack those. I'm stacking 2 of them because we need this side and this side. Oops, you can't see. This side and this side. It's a double side, so you can use it on either side. And then I added in an extra little thing. And I'm putting lace, yes, that's what it's called, down the side. Hello, Miss Twyla. All right, so let's see if I can remember and do it correctly this time, because I surely forgot all about what I was planning on doing. All I'm going to do is, and you know what, I might mass make these. We were just talking about mass making because I want this glue to dry before I actually punch through it, because I don't want it to ruin my punch. So I'm have this up about halfway, you know. And then I'm going to put my second layer on. But please don't let me put these together without putting, the lace in there, because my mind is on the my mind is on using the punch. Now this is the punch I'm going to use to make the little hole to make this pretty little thing here. Okay, so hopefully, because I'm looking at this sample, I won't screw it up, but you never know. It's joy. So there you go. Now I've already inked these, to make it all happy good, so y'all don't have to sit and watch me swipe and wipe. Swipe and wipe. Yeah, whatever. Okay, good enough. And I'm going to put this hanging out this way just because I like it. All right, I might make 2 and then come back and finish the one. I'm putting this over the top of that to remind me to put that on there. So this is going to be the back side. But you know what? Joy didn't think about this. That makes that upside down. That's why I had some upside down. All right, we'll fix it. It's fine. Never fear. Joy is here. Okay. I do need a little bit more Gookumpucky on here. There we go. So if this one's backwards, it needs to be like this. So that will be that way, and then that'll be that way, and that'll be wrong. And so I need to correct it because this has to go upside down, and then I need to tear off that edge. All right, understand? Yes. Well, hi, Terry. I'm glad you joined me. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to add in this piece, which is this photo album, old-fashioned. So everything in here is kind of vintagey, except unless I put a piece like this on the top, and then it won't be. So I'm trying to make it off a little bit. I don't want it perfect. That's just the way. I like it. Okay, anyway. There we go. And then, oops, scoochy. And then we're going to put this one maybe up here so we have layer. See, I'm moving it off real quick. Shame on me. I could use this side or this side, but I already inked this side, so I'm going to use this side. Ha ha ha. There you go. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. All right, here we go. So if you guys don't know how to layer, you just start and you build layers off center from each other. Okay, now this was supposed to be the other direction. So, oh, I have a really sore thumb. That's why I did these ahead of time, you know. Is that right? That is right, right? Yes. Because this has to go this way. And that has to go that way. Don't let me forget to put this in there. I'm doing it. I could cut more if I need to. It's fine. Okay, anyway, I wasn't going to touch my scissors, and here I am. I need this side flat and that side not. That way it's the right direction. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. So now we're going to put a little piece of this in there, in betwixt. And it's just, I'm just going to cut to the longest piece about. I really don't care. I want it kind of in betwixt there. So we're going to do that. And then I'm using I'm going to use it on one side. And I don't want to get crazy with this glue because I really don't want a clump of a lump, because I do want it to fit over the edge of the page. And I'm using Fabri-Tac for this since I'm using fabric-y type stuff here. Can you guys see all right? Am I staying out of the way? All right, I want it on the very edge. Of course. Come on, hello. Hello again. Hello. Come on, stop being mean. All right. Now, before I do this and put this on this side. Oh, I should have done that first. Poop. Okay, I'm wanting to put this in there. But I needed to do this. So that means I need to rip this little part. Oh, man, don't rip. I wonder if I can just squish it in. You suppose it'll work? I don't know. All right, what's going to happen? I didn't try it with this thing. See, that was my problem. All right, we're going to try. And if I mess up my thing, I'm going to be very upset with myself. All right, I'm squishing in as far as I can get it. And I'm going to go until I think that it's about right. I should probably clamp these together to make sure they don't move. But, you know, Joy's living dangerously. I'm trying to line that up. Because you need to do this before you do that, right? And I'm just guessing at the length. Need it longer. So do I want to go up or down? I think I want to go down. And hopefully I don't get it too long and it sticks over dumb. Uh-oh. Come on out. Is that going to be good? It looks good to me. I think this is the longest side. So, all right. Now, before I put this side and this side glued together, I need to figure out if I want, I think I want the words facing out. And I just hand wrote. Okay, so all I did was I punched 2 pieces of white paper. And then I pasted it over top. And I hand wrote what I wanted it to say. And then I glued both of them on this piece. Okay. So now I plan to make this peekaboo through here. I think I want it to peekaboo this way. All right, so it needs to match up on both sides. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. We'll find out if it'll do that. I feel like I should do the top part first. I don't know. Ooh, we'll figure it out. All right, here goes nothing. I'm going to put this on here first. And I didn't show you how to do that, but I will when I do the next one because I only made one ahead of time. Check it out. Check it out. Coolio. All right. And then we're going to do this side. Oh, and you know what? Before I do that, I want to make sure this is down tight on here because otherwise when you're putting it on your page, it'll grab. We don't want it grabbing us. All right. Which means I need to also, oh, that won't work. Well, you know what? I may not be able to have it on both sides. Let me think about this before I glue. If I glue this on, it's only, hi, Glitter. Oh, I thought you said glad to see you. And I said, okay, never mind. She's not here. This is not going to work. All right, wait a minute. So this needs to come off. And then I need to get really close here. And I still don't think I'll have enough to make it stick to a page. It might, instead of be a slider, it might have to be a spider. No, I'm kidding. All right, we're doing, uh-oh, that pulled that page. Did you see that? All right, but then I didn't get this all glued down either. You guys are learning with me because, you know, I only half prepared. Because I was planning on doing something different. And then here we go. I'm not doing the rest. I like this though. And using the vintage papers is a little bit harder too. All right. So let's see if it works in a journal. So I have, oops, that is not sticking. Hold on. Maybe I need to glue, wait, glue, wait, glue, wait, glue, wait. Let's pick a page, any page. This is my journal that I keep sample stuff in. So the bottom layer may need to come out a little bit farther. Oh, that's real thin. I don't want to put it on that page. Let's put it on this page. So we're going to slide it on. That's where the little slider bit comes in. If I can get the right. There we go. And I can adjust that if I don't like it. If you wanted to add a paper clip in it, you could add a paper clip in it. Problem is it's going to stick off. So, you know, because I didn't make these wider, I probably should have made these, the bottom inner layer wider for this to work. Because originally I was going to put paper clips in them. And then I realized that wasn't what I was going to do. Because these might slide out. You could glue them in. Anyway, there you go. And it's falling out. Go figure. Anyway, you get the idea. Before I do the rest, then I need to make a bigger bottom part. This can be a glue-in one. All right, let's start from scratchy again. Let me get a bigger bottom and try better. Try better, Joy. Try better. Ooh, that's a bigger bottom. And that's a bigger bottom. Oh, and I didn't put a pretty on there either. You know, like on this other one, I have these little dealy bobs that I could put on if I wanted to add something as well. Okay, anyway, here we go. We can just add another layer. We don't necessarily need to make, I do need one side to be cut straight so it's straight on the edge. So let me get that done. I'll cut off the least I possibly can cut to have a straight side. All right, here we go. Do over, Joy. And move them aside. Move them aside. What do we got? There's one pile and there's the other pile. So I'm going to make it fatter. And I didn't ink this because, you know, I just entertained the idea. Let me ink this one. Make sure. All right, here we go again. And if you guys like this, you know what I'm going to say. Come along for the fun. Give me a thumbs up if you would. Except for I haven't proven myself. Now stay over on the side. You don't need to stay over on the side. You need to glue the whole thing down, don't you? Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to put the filmy stuff in. I might put it at the bottom. I just saw this and I thought, that's kind of cool lines. I could use that for something, surely. And here I am. So what's everybody up to today? As if I don't know. Y'all that are not peeking through. Let's see. So I'm going to go up here, I think. Fun, 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 do, 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 do. You know, my A girl is what I call her. You know, that little lady that Alexa girl. Anyway, I asked her to play me some music today, and you know what she played me? She played me a Christmas song. I'm like, wow, really? When I do music with her, I just say, play music. And so she probably just chose what I usually choose, which is, you know, my favorite, which is Christmas. All right, I'm putting this one this way because you know what? This one can be the upside down one, the backwards one. Okay, and then we're going to do the frontwards one now. Whoop, 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 whoop. I love using these vintage papers and they get me started up. So it's what I do. That's because I hung them, huh? I know, it is. Not that I hung them, I hum them. I do hum them all the time. I think I'm going to bring this on down here to hang a little bit low on that part. And you know, I'll put a little more glue there. These are Italian papers that I am using mainly. Okay, let's try again. I want that purple to show through somewhat. Oh, well, could have done better. Let's see. Maybe I'll put that up there. We'll figure it out. Hello again. Hello. All right. And then I might stick it right there. Okay, this time I'm not putting the lace on first because I'm afraid I'm going to forget it. I might put that right there so it leaves a little peek of that and a little peek of that. Okay, so these are going to go back to back. I am going to let that dry, so I do not want to ruin. This is a brand spanking new, and I don't want to ruin it. So I'm going to let those dry, and then I'm putting this on top so I remember to do that until we do the next part. Okay, now I kind of had these set apart and sorted and all that fun stuff. So I need a bigger, fatter piece again. Let's find bigger, fatter, wider. I guess I should say wider, huh? Fatter's not really nice. I filled up my box again today. I use these so much, and I was getting kind of lame on them. These are kind of thin, but they'll work. All right. There's one. There's two. Buckle my shoe. Oh, me. What to do? What to do? Oops. I think I probably got too much glue. I did. Look at there. Oh, no, I didn't. How about that? Looky there. Oh, I'm doing this plasticky piece. Oh, let me put more glue on that. Just layer you up some purdies. Now, if you guys didn't, you could certainly do one side of these, not necessarily both sides, and just use it for a cluster on a page as well. That's always fun too. But if you're, wanting to make a paper clip out of it, you can do that by just folding over a piece of paper and gluing the paper clip or clipping. Let's pretend this is what we're going to use for our paper clip. You would fold the paper and then you put the paper clip on here, and then you would glue the, these pages to this side. Well, it would be this side because you're going to go in this way. But anyway, and then it's going to slit through there. The paper clip will clip down on that. Hope that makes sense. Did that make sense, y'all? I don't want to confuse nobody. I think, sometimes you know something and then you don't do it very well for others. Because you know, but they don't know. And then stuff happens. Oh, man, I want that to be... okay. Well, I guess the glue's going to show. It'd be fine. It'd be fine. All right, here we go. I'm going to stick it down here, I think. I want that little red to peek through there. think I'm going to do that there. You know, this piece is longer. I think I'll use this one there because this one I can cut off. It's a little too much little. I always like the bass clef and the treble clef to shine through when I do these. All right, because I did this backwards again. See, I had these all prepared, and then when I flipped them, they did wrong. They did it wrong. Ding dong things. All right. Did I use too much glue again? Doggone it. This time I really did. I think I want it up here for the words to show through underneath. You know, that might be a little issue there, though. If it's going to be used as a slide thing, I might need to stick this over so it's flat and nice. Okay. And then I'm like, I don't know which side is the right side. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. Y'all are over there just so busy. They're busy little girls, and who knows if there's a boy, but anyway, busy little people. Oh, this needs to go down here so that can go up there. I almost screwed it up, but I didn't. Yahoo! Yahoo! How about right there? Oops. And then I might leave that flap off of there. Why not? Wait a minute. This is upside down, so this has to be the other direction. So I need to tear and cut. Almost forgot. All right. Now I'm going to go back to the other one and make a little peekaboo hole. Some of us are still downloading. Yeah, well, you know, when you go spend all your money on Etsy, that's what happens. All right. I'm going back to this one to punch the hole. Hopefully it's dry enough. How dry I am. Okay. Anyway, while I'm at it, I wonder if I could just use one. I probably could, huh? I'm going to do that. It feels wet. Maybe I should do the third one. It is evil. That's why I try not to do it. It's very evil. All right. I was trying to look for vintagey words, and then I gave up after I found the one. So guess what? I only have one vintagey word. Come on. Okay. I'm going to do it anyway. Oops. I'm getting it off. I'll have to go trim it up, make it pretty. All right. We'll trim it. It'll be fine. You watch and see. I got to play. I can't do things left-handed very easily. It's good enough. All right. So I have those two. I need to put my lace in the middle. Let's set this over here so I don't confuse them. And then I'm going to have to write pretties. Okay, there we go. Get this on there. Hopefully it'll go on straight and not be a cantankerous little dude. Oh, needs to be pulled out a little bit right there. So it looks right. I wish I had more of this kind of lace because I don't have very much. All right. Who stole my lid? That did. Okay, so I have a vintage piece of paper that I'm going to write something in the middle of this. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's a junk journal, correct? This is right. That looks crooked right there, but again, it doesn't. I don't know. All right. So I need to write something on here. You know, I don't even have to do that. I could just do this. Get it squished on there. What do I want to write? What did I write over here? She's an old soul with young eyes. Why not? I'll do it again. You think all that'll fit in there? Maybe. You went and bought more? Wait a minute. Is that one you got from me? If so, I've got more. What are you talking about? This? Is this your lace? I don't know, but I need some. Okay, so I'm going to write, she's an old soul. You know what I want to do? I want to, here, I'm using my own trick here. I'm going to do it. That's too big. Yeah, it's okay. I'm sorry. I'm breathing. I'm going to glue this in. Let's see, will it work? Look at that. It works. You guys can't see it works, but it does. All right. You know, I should save half of this piece of paper here for the next one, because otherwise I'm going to have to go dig and work and try to figure out where it's at. Okay, so this goes this way, so I better have this one go this way. She's an old soul. Line her up and stick her down. Uh-oh. Now, I ran into trouble the last time, so I think I'm going to put it down, and then I'm going to, this is where you have to have all this locked down or else it'll clog up and tear up and make a mess. It's going to catch inside if you don't. All right. So, me. Yeah, if you got some and you want to share, me need some very badly. Me buy. All right. So I'm going to stick this, I think. Figure where I want it. She's an old soul. And then we're going to put it right here. What did I say? With young eyes. And there's more to that story. I need my G to look a little better and my Y. All right, here goes nothing. This time I'm going all the way down, and then I'm going to go over the lace. Got my learning curve down pat now. See, there's where it says, oops. Now I got to line this up. Whoever did this, I think it was Bohemian Crafting. I really do. That did these little peekaboo things. I just thought they were so darn cute. All right, let's see if this one works better, shall we? Oops, I about bent my thing. All right, here's my little tester book. It don't matter. It don't matter to me. Anyway, and we're gonna slide it on. Yeah, that works better. So your bottom one needs to be farther out. And then as you flip it over, it's not really falling off because it's got more tuggy bugs. Yeah, I like that. There we go. Look at there. Isn't that fun? All right. So this one can be glued down. It's not a waste. It can be glued down. And this one we're going to put together, and then we're going to punch Mr. Punchy Punch. I think I'll do it about right here. So the trick I thought I was doing is, really? I thought that I was pushing it in as far as I could go, but what might have happened is it might have been different. So when you're doing this punch, you kind of need to catch enough of it you can see that you're going straight, and then just keep going down the road. Maybe one more. And then I've got a straighter line in there. You see that? Okay. Instead of doing it from like the one hole and then skipping over to do the second hole. All right, now, not later, but now, I'm going to just say the same saying because, you know, it's easy. It is easy peasy. Uh-oh. You know what happened over here? This needs to be glued down. Look, that's popping off because of that. I didn't glue this one as much. That's the first one I did. Okay, anyway, there you go. No, the time is near. Ooh, is that not as long? Oh, we'll try it anyway. If it's not long enough, I'll punch it bigger. She's an old soul. And if you can't write straight, you certainly can use a template by making one ahead of time. Let's see if it will work. It will. Yahoo, yahoo. And you know, oops, what am I doing? Hello again. Hello. All right. She's an old soul. Which way do I want it? I want it outward. Do I want it outward? We're going to put it this way. Oh, needs to go up a smidge. She's an old soul. All right. Now I need to write on the back. What was my other phrase? She's an old soul with young eyes. Well, hold on. I got to get the rest of this down. And if you don't have pretty handwriting and you want to do these, you still can do them. You just have to, you might need to make this double size, which, you know, you would punch and then you would punch it down. You can make it, of course, you can make it bigger by going down like that, making it a little wider, and then use maybe some punch word, or not punch, stamped words. I'll get my phrase out here in a moment. All right. I am saying she's an old soul with young eyes. Okay, here's what I'm gonna, so I don't hit that and make it, I'm doing it like so. It'd be fine, it'd be fine. All right, now we wanna go around this one. Oh no, stop, Joy. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. I gotta get the lace on there. This is my last piece of this pretty lace. I need the other. I need the other. Do, 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 do. I need the other. I'll have a little piece left. Isn't it just so sweet? I'll stick it in my lacy pile. All right. Oops, it went. It shot me in the, shot through the heart in your tube flame. We're gonna put this on there. Watch me. All right. Does it look right over here? I could squish down just a smidge right there. It's good enough. Well, I could go ahead and use this lace. This lace. Huh? This. I don't really want to use that. Okay. Here, we'll do two timing. We'll put the fabric-y and then we'll do the other here. All the way up and around. All right. Hold your breath. It's working. 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 All right. Check it out. Check it out. So, isn't that cool? And then the other side. And then you just stick it on the page. Let's see how this one works. We're going to slide it on. See if it works good. And then when you have it, it'll hang out. So you have the words there. If you wanted to even make a title page or something, or not a title, like a tabbed page is what I mean to say, Mr. Tabby Man. All right, I've got one more. Let's see about making that. I need bigger stuff again. Oh, do I have one more? I have one more. Yes, I have one more. But I have different lace, so I don't know. I might not want to put lace on this one. We'll see. We'll see. That one looks good to me. Oh, look at that one. Sure enough. Sure enough. All right, here goes nothing. Thank you. They're kind of fun, actually. I like them. They're a little, oh, you know what's going to happen? I should have dried it first. Okay, it's fine. We're going to take the bottom. Oh, and I didn't ink that. Poop, poop. I got to ink this one and that one. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Fun is wine today, tomorrow. Oh, it'll be fine. And now this, you know, would have to be a fairly big page. Or you could cut it off. You know, you could trim that little puppy up some. Let me get this one inked before I forget. Is there anything on this? Not much. Okay, anyway. Cutesy pootsy patootsy. All right, there we go. Down, 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 down. There we go. Where do I want to put this? Down at the bottom? Sure, why not? I'm just trying not to put the glue where it's not going, where it's going to show, just in case, you know. Get it off of me. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. So if you like what you see and you're want to see more from me, guys, always subscribe, ring the bell. You'll get the notifications. Oh, I like that. They're the same, I guess. If you have ideas, shoot them at me. Always can ponder the idea anyway. I'm kind of wanting to start a journal. Let's see, is that going to peek through? Let me scoot it down a little. Okay, which one's the bigger one? That one's bigger. So we'll put this one this way. There we go. Do 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 do. That is kind of big, isn't it? Maybe I should cut some of that off. Yeah. Do we care? I don't know. We might. Later we might. I'm going to make it off from the top. Just a smidge. Not much. You can't see this page. My goodness, I can't pick that sucker up. If you guys make some of these, let me know. I'm interested. See if you liked them or... You can make them on a smaller, shorter, not smaller, shorter, for smaller books, you know, if you wanted to. Whoop! What happened? It got slickery on me. And then I'll put this up here. Don't let me forget to flip-flop the other side. I should have done this one so it could have dried. So this one goes this way, this one goes upside down that way, so that means this needs to be at the top. Righto, Fred. I don't know who Fred is. Actually, my doctor said when I was having babies back yonder, when, you know, long time ago. Oh, yummy, yummy. She's getting her some food. Yummy, yummy. he called every unborn baby that he's delivering Fred. So Fred has always been my go-to for a name. If I ever need a name, it's Fred. All right, while these are drying, I really don't want to add. I need to find a better lace. I have this one, but you know, I don't know. Is that one gonna be pretty? I guess it might be. Okay. It's white, and I need to make it not white. Okay, first of all, let's see how long we need it. Right about here. Somewhere in here. It don't really matter to me. Doesn't have to be perfect for my measurements. There we go. Now we have it antiqued. Looky there. It's bleach blonde. All right, not really. Okay. I don't have another name thing ready, and this feels really wet. I really don't want to do this. I think I'm going to end it in the live, but I will go ahead and punch this out and do it just like these. And let me show you the close-ups of the one I did. So this one I did just as an altered paper clip. And again, if you want to make a paper clip, then you just take a folded piece of paper, put the clip on. You'd get a bigger piece of paper that fits the paper clip, by the way, or get a smaller paper clip. One of the two. We could do a smaller paper clip. That way it's like fits the job. All right, here we have a smaller paper clip. So you would glue this side, you would glue this side. So then this is your side that's going to be attaching to your page. You know, it goes on like so. So you're going to build on this side and this side. And it's easier if you make it the full length. And so then you would stick this. Here, let me use this as the example. You would want a longer piece of paper so it didn't like catch. So get you the size that it needs to be. Glue this down. And then glue this down on top. And glue around the paper clip pretty good. And then when you stick it on, if you come out to the edge, actually, you would want it to come out to as far to the edge as you possibly could, because the bigger the paper, then it's not going to catch on your edge of your thing. So that's what I did on this one. That's how I did it, and I just stuck it on there. So now you know, in case you didn't know. So that's the way we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. What do I do with my stuff? And if you wanted to come back and add little purties on this, you certainly could. That needs a little glue under it. This first one, I didn't glue down everything. So go back and catch your catches. I've been fussy cutting some flowers here. So a flower might be pretty to add. You know, just a little flower on it or something, if you wanted to. You know, that might be pretty, actually. Let me do that. Where's my inker? I found it. It's too white. We gotta make it dirty. Gotta ink before we stink. And then just add it on the edge there. Oops, I have a little air bubble there. Let me take care of that air bubble there. There we go. Oh, hi, T. I read the howdy partner, hi partner, or whatever, and I didn't even like read the T. Risa. The T. Risa, I didn't read that. I'm a silly goose. All right, I'm going to put that right there because I think that might be kind of pretty. And you can put one on the other side. Why not? Might as well. I got them. Might as well. Oh, I can't cover that up. I didn't cover that up, did I? No. Whew. Give me a hard tack. Lord mercy. All right. How about different roses. They won't be paper rose. Oh, I guess they are. Never mind. They're paper roses. Tea? Wow. Terry, you're still here? Wow, I'm impressed. I'll be back to chat in a minute. You still hanging out? Because I got all day. I ain't going nowhere. Had to go to the dentist yesterday. That wasn't fun. There you go. Purdy them up however you want. Layer them up however you want. Add a bee, add a mushroom, except for Twyla won't. And, you know, whatever you want on them to make them look a little bit different, a little bit nicer. So there's the first one I did. And this is from photo album pages, the old antique stuff. And then this one I didn't make quite long enough, so this one will have to glue in to slide, you know, slide in and then glue down to your page. That's why I had added flowers. And then, you know, I'm putting the words in there. I don't know. If you wanted that to pop a little bit better, you actually could draw around it. I can find the end of the thing here, and maybe that might make it even pop more. I don't know, is that better or worse? Since I did once, I have to do the other now. Anyway, ideas. You can do lots of different things, whatever you want and like, and hope you like this. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Okay, so there's that one. And that one, and it'll stick right on through there. You don't need the, and then this one, when I finish this one, oh, you didn't see this one here. So there's, she's an old soul, and that one will kind of go there and there with young eyes. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Have a great day. Come back next time. That will be Monday at 7:30 Central Time. And I'm always here on that time, and then at 3 o'clock on whatever today is, Thursday. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Remember, your day is full of choices, so choose joy. See you later. Bye-bye. Oop.